Title: The Haunting of St. Mercy Hospital. Part 1: The Abandoned Ward. In the heart of the city stood St. Mercy Hospital, a towering structure of Gothic architecture that had seen more than its fair share of pain and suffering over the decades. While most of the hospital had been modernized, one wing remained untouched, locked away from the public for years. The rumors about the abandoned wing were plentiful. Some said it was cursed, others claimed it was haunted by the spirits of those who had died within its walls. Dr. Emily Turner, a skeptical neurologist, scoffed at such tales. She had just been assigned to the hospital and was determined to prove that science trumped superstition. One night, curiosity got the best of Dr. Turner. Armed with a flashlight and her medical bag, she ventured into the darkened wing. The air was thick with the smell of decay, and the flickering lights created eerie shadows that seemed to dance along the walls. As she explored further, she came across a room that sent shivers down her spine. It was filled with old medical equipment and rusty gurneys, all covered in a thick layer of dust. But what caught her attention was a diary on one of the gurneys. The diary belonged to a nurse who had worked in the abandoned wing decades ago. The diary contained chilling entries about mysterious deaths, unexplainable illnesses, and strange occurrences. Dr. Turner couldn't help but feel a sense of unease as she read through the diary. Could there be some truth to the hospital's dark history? Part 2: The Night Shift. Dr. Turner couldn't let go of the diary's contents. She decided to enlist the help of a fellow doctor, Dr. Samuel Harris, to investigate further. Dr. Harris, a rational man like Emily, was initially skeptical but agreed to join her on the night shift in the abandoned wing. As they entered the wing, the temperature dropped dramatically, and the feeling of being watched was palpable. They set up their equipment and began to document any unusual occurrences. Strange sounds echoed through the corridors, and the lights flickered relentlessly. Hours passed, and the two doctors were about to give up when they heard a blood-curdling scream coming from one of the patient rooms. They rushed inside to find an empty, dimly lit room with an old-fashioned bed. There was no one there, but the scream still echoed in their ears. Determined to find an explanation, they continued their investigation. As they delved deeper into the wing, they discovered a hidden chamber beneath the hospital. Inside, they found a gruesome sight, a makeshift morgue filled with the bodies of patients who had died under mysterious circumstances. Part 3: The Unholy Ritual. As Dr. Turner and Dr. Harris explored the hidden chamber, they stumbled upon a sinister discovery. The walls were covered in strange symbols and drawings, and in the center of the room lay an old, leather-bound book. It was a book of dark rituals and incantations. They realized that the abandoned wing had been used for unholy experiments, and the diary's nurse had been a willing participant. The hospital had been a front for a cult that practiced forbidden rituals to gain immortality and power. As they pored over the book, a sinister presence filled the room. Whispers echoed in their minds, and the walls seemed to close in on them. They knew they had to leave, but the exit had vanished. Panic set in as they realized they were trapped in the cursed hospital. Part 4: The Escape. Dr. Turner and Dr. Harris fought to maintain their sanity as they desperately searched for an escape. The hospital itself seemed to conspire against them, leading them deeper into its dark heart. They encountered the restless spirits of the patients who had suffered and died within its walls, their vengeful apparitions tormenting the intruders. With the ancient book in hand, they pieced together a ritual that would break the curse binding them to the hospital. It required a dangerous sacrifice, and they had to summon the spirits of the cult members who had initiated the horrors. The ritual was performed with trembling hands, and as they completed it, the hospital trembled with them. The spirits of the cult members appeared, their malevolent forms twisted and tormented. They lashed out, but Dr. Turner and Dr. Harris held firm, demanding that the curse be broken. In a blinding flash of light, the hospital shook one final time, and the spirits screamed as they were banished into the abyss. Dr. Turner and Dr. Harris collapsed, exhausted but victorious. Part 5. The aftermath. The hospital was never the same after that night. The abandoned wing was sealed off, and the horrors hidden within remained a dark secret. Dr. Turner and Dr. Harris left St. Mercy Hospital, forever changed by their ordeal. They knew that they had faced true evil and survived, but the memories of that night would haunt them for the rest of their lives. St. Mercy Hospital continued to stand, its dark history buried deep within its walls, a chilling reminder that some secrets should never be uncovered.